I'm Lachlan, Baseball WA CEO. And out here tonight on Baseball WA's Night of Nights with our Claxton Shield Club function, full of our past players and our guests of I guess our yesteryear, and it's a really big occasion where we can connect our past players with our current presidents and our current kids running around in the grandstand and our families coming out to watch the Perth Heat. It's about 85 odd years it's been running. Since 1936 for Australia. We joined in 1938 as WA, and it's a quest for the Claxton Shield. So in American sports it could be the World Series or the Stanley Cup for those if you want to equate it to that, but baseball's had a long tradition in Australia. WA has won it 15 times. We've had different evolutions of a WA state team, the WA Brewers, the Perth Heat in the first ABL, and then went to the Western Healers, and then back to the Perth Heat again now in what we see today as the Perth Heat playing out here this evening.
Liam Barron, I played for the Perth Heat from 2005, 2006, and then went away to college. Came back in 2010 with a new revamped ABL through till 2015.
I'm Brett Walters, and I started with the Heat back in 92. Played for a bunch of years back when I was at Parry Field, and pretty cool atmosphere and stuff. And I think I played for about 10 years there until the ABL sort of closed up. Played a couple of years with the Healers. Won a couple of championships, one with the Healers and one with the Heat, which was pretty cool. And that's my playing time with the Heat.
I'm Graeme. I played a little bit later when the last of the Claxton Shield and the start of the new ABL, a few years there.
It's cool because you're obviously not playing baseball, not everyone coming together every weekend. You don't see a lot of these guys very much. So to be able to see them, especially some of the older guys that were either your coaches or your teammates back in the day, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great to get together. I don't play anymore. I retired 3 or 4 years ago, and it's great to get together and see all the old guys and chat with people you haven't seen in a few years, and even the older guys, the coaches as well. And it's good.
It's always good to get back and see some of the faces that you got to play with on the field, but then also guys that had a big role in shaping you as a player.
I think it's a unique opportunity to forget players that have represented their state. Everyone lives their different lives. They've had families, work commitments, travel overseas, and it's one night of the year where we get to all get back together again. I think we've got 65, 70 people out here tonight, all past players plus their wives, and all being engaged in it. So anywhere from, I think the oldest has probably played back in the 1960s and won our championships back then through the 70s, and then more recently we've got the players that have sort of finished up. The other thing that we get a chance to do is celebrate Peter Moylan and his induction into the 2024 Hall of Fame.
No, I like the Aussie guys. I mean, I think the Australian guys getting a chance to play more is what I want to see, really. I like Byron Armstrong's been playing a bit of shortstop. I think it's brilliant. You got the Aussie guys, Bojo and Alex Hall, Jake Bowie, guys, still getting after it here and playing well. So that's what I like to see.
Definitely the same thing. The core group that we've had sort of a long time. It's just gradually evolved over the last 15 years of having a great core group of Aussie guys. It's really helps the team.
It's always great to see the local boys doing well. Ulrich putting a charge in the ball, but it's still so good to see Timmy Kennelly out there, hopefully getting his 500th knock tonight. And Wazza, we were always roommates on the road, and we have birthdays one day apart. So it was always great to share that moment when we're out on the road, and so to see those guys still playing and still succeeding, it's so good.
A couple of guys out there, Byron Armstrong's had a great year, and between him and Jesse Williams playing up the middle, they're definitely leading our team for WA in offensive categories. It's just great to see a couple of young Aussies really stamping their footprint. I think over the next couple of years we've seen Jai Hewitt on the mound, and we've also got waiting in the wings defensively is a young Benny Nesbitt, who's had a couple of opportunities to get out there and run around, but I think the future's bright.